Snooker, the first major ranking event of the brand new season, when we're already underway in our feature match here on Table 1 this morning. Judd Trump, the former United Kingdom champion, one of the most exciting players of the modern era, up against Li Hang of China. It's a best of 9 frame match. The first to 5 will progress to the round of 32. And not a ball has been potted to date. Mike Hallett alongside me, Philip Studd in the commentary box for this one. And Mike, always an occasion when Trump comes to the table because he is such an exciting talent to watch.
Yes, he is. Obviously, there's no previous meetings between these two, but Li Hang is a very good player, actually, but Judd, a very strong favourite to come through this one. Another player, really, I think that be interesting to see how his season pans out. I mean, obviously had that fantastic match against Ronnie O'Sullivan in the semi-finals of the World Championship, and possibly it was only Ronnie that prevented him from winning the world title.
Yes, it was an intriguing battle, wasn't it? O'Sullivan eventually prevailing by 17 frames to 11, but I think in truth in the early stages Trump created more opportunities. He outplayed O'Sullivan, I felt, in the safety department in the early stages of their semi-final. The problem for him was that he couldn't capitalise on those chances he carved out for himself, and O'Sullivan was utterly ruthless in punishing him for his mistakes. That was the difference.
Well, Li Hang here, a little bit colourful in all departments.
Did you ever wear your hair that way, Mike, when you were at the top of the game?
No. Well, there was a few highlights and a few lowlights. that was on the table.
Well, Li Hang is no mug, I can tell you. He's 22 years of age. He's currently ranked at 104. He has been as high as 71. That was back in the 2009-10 season. But he has reached the last 16 of a ranking event, and he beat the likes of Ken Doherty and Graham Dott, former world champions, both to reach the round of 16 in the China Open. So he can play.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, Lee missed that red in the middle. I know it was awkward over the green, should have got that, and then Judd's just missed that fairly easy black. So a different start early on in this match.
Missed that one by a distance as well, so both players struggling to find the range in the very early stages here. Alan McManus made the point following his fine victory over Doherty yesterday that it's very humid out in the arena. That presumably, Mike, will slow conditions down for the players.
Yes, it will. I mean, they've got the heaters on underneath. Well, they're having a few problems at the moment. There's photographers taking shots on the players when they're playing. The actual shot, now a couple of mobile phones have gone off.
Referee Brendan Moore chastising the offenders.
It's quite funny. Went to Hong Kong one year, fell and got there with the humidity. My cue warped. It was unbelievable. Got back into the UK and straightened back up again. It was maple rather than ash, and maple is more suspect to humidity than ashes, and it was really crazy. It moved quite a bit actually, but well, that's the excuse I was making when I got beat.
Well, Lee is having a bit of a nightmare in the early stages here. That's 3 relatively straightforward balls that he's missed. And he's going to have to take his chances, of course, to entertain thoughts of a major upset today.
Right-handed there, my Judd.
Left-hander by trade, of course, but he has those ambidextrous skills along the lines of O'Sullivan. Perhaps not quite as adept as the Rocket at being able to play with either hand, but pretty talented nonetheless. And I liked what he said after his semi-final defeat against O'Sullivan, Mike. He made the point because I actually raised the issue with him. You know, would it be better if O'Sullivan wasn't around? That will make life a bit easier for you in terms of winning the world title. He said, absolutely not. I want to win it when he's there playing his best, because I want to prove I'm at least as good as him. And I think that's what we want to hear, isn't it? We want players to step up to the plate and say, O'Sullivan, you've had your day, it's my turn.
Yeah, well, actually, Ronnie was challenging everybody to step up to the plate, wasn't he, when he was at Sheffield? And, you know, he came back after 11 months and just proved what a great player he is. We knew that already, but just fallen out of position there. Now, what's he thinking of here? A plant?
Foul.
And that was a foul, actually. Just caught the pink on the way through. It looked a little bit tight. Well, he's got away with that as regards covering that red near the yellow pocket, but he's got this one near the blue. Yeah, see there on the replay, just clipped the pink. Great shot. Well, this young man will get chances, there's no doubt about that, but he'll have to. It's a question whether he can take them, because we know how attacking Judd Trump is. You're always going to get chances against Judd.
Can you not take a picture while he's on his shot, please?
Well, once again, Brendan Moore having to remind the photographers for the umpteenth time that they mustn't take the shot as the player is about to deliver the cue. Very off-putting. I have to wait until the shot is completed. Eventually the message will get through.
Seven. Ten. Eleven. Thirty. Fourteen.
It's got a bit far on the blue there. They've finished the wrong side. He's going to have to take the cue ball in and out of bulk. And you just have the option of the green. I think he's got a good angle on the green to come down for the reds, but well, I don't think he's seen that yet. Well, there is a red on here, but obviously needing to avoid the yellow there.
90. Foul. Lee Hang 19. Judd Trump set.
Yes, clipping the yellow. Made that shot at little bit harder than it might have been and caused the error. Been unlucky to knock the black in, it has to be said.
You turn your flashes off your cameras. Thank you.
Well, it's all happening out there at the moment. We've got flashes going off. We've got the cameramen taking their photos when the players are about to play their shots. We've got mobile phones ringing. And Lee's hair's pretty noisy as well.
Yes, loud. But, I mean, it puts the referees under a little bit of pressure as well. We saw yesterday, as he took to the wide behind the green, Paul Collier. You know, the scoreline was, the in-house scoreboard was wrong. Actually, he had to sort of get it changed a couple of times. So, you know, these lads, the referees have to be on the ball a little bit. But we do know, and we know, the players know what it's like coming to China. Obviously, the Chinese people love their snooker stars and they want to get pictures of them. That's fair enough, but make sure that when you do take the picture, as we say, take it when they've played the shot, not during. Missed there, so the white goes back. I think Judd's going off 2 cushions here, possibly 3. He's finding a different route. He feels that he can't get there off that right-hand side cushion. Choosing to go this way. It's better. Well, I say better, but he's just turned that red over. It's available into the corner. He's got one to the centre as well. So a good chance here for Li Hang if he can get back for the black. Well, that looked like a kick to me. The red jumped in the air, and just look where the white's finished. Yes, and Judd immediately having the cue ball cleaned. Don't know whether we'll get a replay.
Please make sure your phones are turned off.
Well, that's crazy. I mean, that's 3 times now Brendan Moore's asked the people just to turn the phones off. I mean, once if it's asked once, that everybody should check them.
Well, short of banning them from the auditorium, I'm not sure what the solution is. But this is a problem that has dogged the game in recent years.
Thank you.
Well, perhaps it's little wonder that this opening frame is a real scrap fest. Neither player perhaps has their concentration fully intact, and there are a number of distractions out there at the moment. Brendan Moore doing his best to call order.
Well, he is, and the referees don't want to have a go at people in the audience, and they're there to enjoy the game as we are. But, I mean, it's off-putting for the players, and it breaks the concentration. You know, the people have got to understand that you can't take photos with a flash while they're down on the shot. It's off-putting. End of.
And concentration absolutely paramount in this game. Have to focus so hard on every shot.
Well, he's left this a little bit awkward. This is not guaranteed. Well, that's a great shot because he was hampered over that red. Well played.
8. Nine. 70.
Well, not far away here to capture this opening frame. It's been a little bit scrappy, but it doesn't matter, they all count.
Red in the colour will be enough.
25.
There's been several chances on both sides here.
Well, that very nearly failed to drop. But it's gone down. That's all that matters from Hang's point of view. So, first blood to the underdog. Didn't expect that one to drop either. It seemed to catch the rail way too early for the ball to drop, but drop it did. And Lee Hang has done more than enough here in this opening frame. Not one that will live long in the memory. One would hope that the crowd will settle down and appreciate that these players have to have absolute silence to show their best skills.
41. .48. .50. 53. 57. 62. 62, first frame.
Well, a nice break of 62 there from Lee Hang to clinch the opening frame. It was a scrappy one in the main, but it's the underdog who has struck first in this best-of-9 frame match. So Lee leads Judd Trump 1-0, and we'll have the second frame after the break.